Hope everybody doing well. Checking in with another video for y'all. Hope everybody staying safe and positive. I had got a comment asking me, how do I connect with my ancestors? Or how do you connect with the ancestors? And I'm going to speak on that today. So, without wasting no time, I'm going to go ahead. Spirits of love and enlightenment and light, and all spirits who are divinely guided to bring positivity and change and the highest benefit to those who are guided here to this message, and all who seek every answer that they may have in question with enlightenment. I welcome you to speak through me and provide this message. Thank you. Okay, so the first thing I really want to say is there are many ways that you can connect. For y'all who know how I do things, y'all know that I draw out images that just come to my pen and just flow out. I don't really be knowing what I'm drawing. I just draw whatever. Okay, so you must know that we have a higher self, or an oversoul, if you want to call it. And the reason why I say that is because we have a past, present, and future self. So the future self is necessarily who you want to become. Time does not exist. And so, being that it doesn't really exist, because it's only a construct of a system, meaning that it's a way to organize events. Then you'll see. I'm definitely wondering, what is this image? Okay. And meaning that you have to connect to your future self. Well, not have to connect, but one way for me is that I connect to my higher self, my future self. And future self only means the God, not the God, but the person that you are supposed to be. That is one way that I connected to my ancestors, and they actually offered uh, assistance or greeting, if you will. So, and they offered greetings to my ancestors, because I thought about connecting to my spirit guide, and my spirit guide turns out to be my ancestor in particular, for me personally. However, for other people, it is different types of entities. And one thing is, it's really love. It's really love. Like, that's what you really connect to when you start ascending on your journey upward. Because, like I said, being that time doesn't exist, your past, present, and future self exists ever presently, meaning always going, basically meaning always here. And so I'm saying that in my case, I had to have more love for myself. And when you love yourself, you'll end up you'll end up finding a lot more of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You'll end up finding a lot more of yourself. And you'll also be guided to listen to yourself, to listen to your higher self. Because that voice in your head, a lot of people, they think that they go crazy when they hear voices or whatever. But they're not necessarily going crazy. They're just listening to intuition. It's more so the ability to, everyone has the ability to have intuition, really. Their gut instincts. Everyone has the ability to tap into the universe, the ever-present universe. But not everyone has been given such or granted such wisdom to uh, I would say actually follow that, because of so many different teachings in place. When I say that love is one of the main reasons, when you think of an entity that exists, you tend to observe how they handle situations concerning the heart, concerning love, meaning how we handle our situations on a day to day with people we love and places we love and things that we love. If it's in a negative manner, then we know that that's not necessarily an entity of love. But first, you must love yourself. Once you love yourself, you'll start developing a lot of the other senses, like discernment and everything else, really. But it starts with yourself. You do have to necessarily tap in, and love is not necessarily easy to come by. Like it is, but a lot of people are damaged. And like I say, it's through the teachings that uh we've been given to not hold value to certain things. So when it comes to love, your heart, you must heal your heart. If you was to try to, excuse me, if because the headphone fell out. If you was to try to connect to yourself, then love, you must heal your heart so that you can love genuinely. And when you think about an entity that loves genuinely, the ones that love you are the ones who are a part of you, meaning like genes, the beings that has been here before or have had similar experiences or have or has similar qualities, and or thus the ones who see themselves in you. I put it like that. These beings love you more than most of the beings that we are taught to love. These beings love you because they know you. You are the product of their being. So that is where your ancestral love will come from, because you are the product of their being. And like I said, there's multiple ways to connect to them, but the ones that I know, the one that I know, and the ones that I do know, I can't necessarily say that that's the best way to connect. Only you would know what's the best way to connect. Like, you have to search yourself, your inside your heart, genuinely. The only thing that is genuine, only things that we ever do genuine, is something or the things that come from the heart. So, like I said, I don't really be wanting to make these videos too long, but for some reason they've been kind of long. But however long it takes is necessary in order to get the message across. Like I've been told y'all, I'm not the best artist, but I'm the artist that will do what it takes in order for the message to be received. So, I guess in this case, these three images, we're now going for the interpretation. This would be a rhinoceros. I could tell that just by the horns at the top near the nose. So, one thing about the rhinoceros is very durable. One thing that I can say about the rhinoceros, because a lot of people like to uh, associate them with aggression, but rhinoceros, they are actually gentle. Like, they can become aggressive, and they can become of a heavy force, a force to be reckoned with, a force really not to be reckoned with, but they can have force. That's what the charging of the horn. But when I say charging of the horns to me are like antennas. Charging of the horn, I can take that in two different ways. One, charging of the horn would be the force of connectivity. The horn, like I said, could be of an antenna. So you connecting with force, or to a force, not necessarily with force, but to a force. Connecting to a force. But charging of the horn, going full-fledged in what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what we tend to do a lot too. We tend to go full-fledged in things that we believe in, or the things that we indulge in. So another interpretation of the charging of the horn would be, like I just said, when you go within, you're able to connect because you're able to love more. You'll be able to listen to yourself in the best ways to connect to your higher self. You'll be able to be shown more than you have ever known through your higher self, because everything that you are supposed to know, you will be shown and guided to that through your higher self. Like I said, I met my ancestors through my higher self. So charging of the horn, you charge when you charge something, it is connectivity, but it has a base root, and you would be that base. You would charge yourself, fill yourself up with the energy, and then you connect. So charging of the horn, charging of the antenna, that is how you necessarily can connect. That's one way. Like I said, there are many ways and many different methods, but it's up to you personally to communicate with your inner being to find the best way for you. This, I guess this would be a carrot. That's what Spirit's telling me is a carrot. It's supposed to be a carrot. Um, so let's see, when it comes to a carrot, carrots are uprooted, carrots are picked. So the fact that those who are intended to see these messages, they are picked, chosen. You are not a regular being. Like, you are chosen because you have a certain spirit that will be beneficial in this world. You are chosen for these messages that are spewing into your life. You have something to offer that first is produced underground or beneath the surface. So once it is ripened, or once it is ready, when the season is ready, when the time is ready, you are picked to fulfill your purpose, to be a fruit, to be a vegetable. When I say a vegetable, to provide nutrition, beneficial to health. So that's what the carrot is for. So, okay, so I see definitely that the ones that are definitely watching this video are very, very inclined into receiving their message. I appreciate y'all. Now, this one, this is, I guess that's definitely supposed to be a flower. And the flower will represent blossom. It is now also springtime. So the fact that we have a flower going, blossoming, there's going to be a lot of flowers and plants blooming and blossoming in this season. And definitely, once you become who you are destined to be, you will blossom. When it comes to blossoming, the plants have to undergo a process first. There's so much that a plant has to go through, especially for those plants that do not have protection, like thorns. So a plant lives such a hard life with so many insects and bugs and other birds that could potentially destroy the plant. Even the weather with the wind, making it go through phases of contact that could potentially damage the plant. Once you blossom, you become and you show such beauty, what you were made of, what you were made to be. So that is all for my interpretations. I love y'all. I wish y'all the best. Stay safe. Positivity may it be flowing ever present through you. 100. See y'all next time. Thank you.